Hello everybody, welcome back to Language, Litigation, and Integration Part 150, Casual Conversation 68. We are once again getting so close to the most magical number ever. And I've written up here a very intense mathematical equation. We have a small equation down here. It says 68 plus 1 equals 69. Nice. Math checks out on that one. So, you know how we do these ones? We got our current events and talking points. We have relevant and random stories. Do we have any stories? Yeah, we have some stories today. A lot of random stuff today. Not too much going on. Went to the dispensary today. I guess we'll start off with a story. So I went to the dispensary today. I'm now going to Harvest of Columbus. Harvest is the dispensary brand. But I kept getting emails after getting kicked out of Blue Medicinals for lifetime for literally asking them how to open a product after they discriminated me because of my voice. And so I called their corporate office again. They were supposed to call me back. Of course, they never fucking did. And then so I'm again talking to this chick. And again, I've clearly become a pariah in this worthless fucking organization. So I called them literally just to say, can you stop emailing me promotions? I'm not allowed to go to your store. And literally after I just explained that to her, and again, this is a 30-second conversation. So I called their corporate office in Florida. Again, which they weren't courteous enough to give me a call back. Again, after discriminating me, again, so I'm going to sue them. And again, I'm a lawyer because the reason I'm not barred to practice in Florida and Ohio is because of fraud. So I explained that to them, and she goes, "Okay, we'll take you off the line," and just hangs up on me. So it's just like fucking disrespect. Again, I did nothing wrong to these people. The whole entire interaction is documented by everybody. And so, but it's my whole life. My whole life is that shit. So Blue Medicinals, again, I can't speak lower about your company. I hope you go out of business. I hope every single one of your employees doesn't get a single job in the cannabis industry. The dudes that have been named in here, I think the new one was Gavin or something, but the Scott Basil, again, anybody in the cannabis industry, never hire them, never treat them with decency, never treat them with respect, never respect their families, just get them out of society. If they're not good people, they do not know how to behave, they transmit that behavior so it hurts people. So that's who they are internally, that's who they are as people, and they're just so privileged and incompetent they don't think that's what's going on. So, Blue Medicinals, you will see zero. Everything. Judicial Watch with Tom Fitton keeps going blabbing on about Ashley Babbitt being shot for no good reason. Literally screaming like a deranged animal during an insurrection, breaking in with overwhelming numbers. Okay, Tom Fitton, then why don't you have that same scenario about illegal immigrants going into your home? Why would they be shot for no good reason? They're just committing crimes with a violent mob behind them for no good reason. So Tom Fitton, also again, I want Judicial Watch. If you've ever learned something from me, if you respect me to any capacity whatsoever, which is nobody, but if you've learned something from me, which is everybody, if you open your mouth in the form of a sentence, you're going to have to cite me in any academic way. But do not support Judicial Watch in any fucking way. Tom Fitton, the only reason you have a company is because there's probably like 3 to 5 million fat, worthless Republicans that think that you can demonstrate resonance decently in public speaking skills. So that's it. You're an idiot and you're committing fraud. So. But again, it's just another dumb fucking talking head. Take their personal insecurities, pump it into politics, and call it an opinion, and it's just a fat, worthless piece of fucking shit. So again, fuck Tom Fitton, fuck Blue Medicinals. So speaking of beached whales, there was a breakthrough in science this year. We watched an orca play the flute recently. Oh wait, that was Lizzo. So Lizzo played a flute. It was 200 years old, and it was crystal. Caused some uproar. Lizzo is a fat whale. She's a beached whale. So I don't know what even the drama was there. I just wanted to call her fat fuck. But I guess it was like a slave flute or something. And it was just toppling the historical wrongdoings by playing a flute. If you want to respect your fucking ancestors, Lizzo, get in good shape, exercise and eat properly. Take care of your fucking body. That would be respecting your ancestors. Slavery, they didn't have the ability to eat food when they wanted to. Just like I fucking can't eat food when I want to fucking eat food. So if you want to respect your culture and show honor to your heritage, well, first of all, stop destroying my life, violating all of your own laws, committing conspiracy, racketeering, fraud, money laundering, theft. Stop that first. But again, playing a flute as virtue signaling. I'm trying to learn the lingo. But virtue signaling, when you say you project some narrative as if you're a good person. In reality, everyone's just hypocritical. So Lizzo played the flute. NFT trading volumes decreased 97 from January peak. couple economics in here, definitely not enough for a new thing. And I've not been trading, so still watch CNBC all day, every day, but not stuff that really jumps out. I guess there's a good amount of economics, but we'll just keep it all in this episode. But 97% from January, again, the infrastructure, that doesn't surprise me. But I absolutely think NFTs will not go anywhere. Absolutely, again, just saw the Meta beta version has to encourage their employees to use their own shitty app. Again, I just see whether it's metaverse, to me there's going to be some sort of behavioral interaction, non-in-person communication that will have some virtual aspect, whether it's metaverse or some other. I still think it'll work. I still think it'll fucking work because I think there's an application. But then once the infrastructure, if that solidifies, once there's a user base, again, digitization is not going to decrease by any means. And I don't think it's going to be a humongous thing, but I definitely think it'll be some sort of alternative or have some benefit as opposed to in-person meetings or just simply a Zoom call. But once there's infrastructure of where NFTs would live or have user bases, then that's when there would be advertising space or people would actually trade them with some sort of utility. So decreasing 97% from January peak, again 7% investor maturity. Every trend is going to blow up to the top and blow up to the bottom past what's reasonable because of immature investors. So nothing's changed for me with NFTs. Again, most of them will go to zero, but the actual infrastructure will certainly be valuable ones. Whether it's the board monkey apes, whether it's advertising space in a virtual space, wherever people are putting their eyeballs, that is where the advertising space is going to be. So we had another update on the Elon Musk saga thing. So Elon Musk sends a letter to Twitter reigniting the deal at $54.20 a share, and I just have question mark and reigniting in quotations. I didn't think anything went away with this. The last I thought was Elon Musk was kind of trying to figure out the bot situation. And then Twitter had sued him to go through with the deal, and then he's reigniting the deal. That was all I knew with that. So when he sends me another letter, I thought he was still being sued by Twitter to buy the thing. So I don't know why we have to send a letter back and say I'm going to buy it. And then I just read on Twitter. I haven't been on CNBC too much today, but that it's that the Twitter rejected it or something. So I have no fucking clue what's going on here besides just like privilege and corporate not having to abide by the law. Once again, are there laws in this country? No. So it's just like I don't know how the fuck we went from Twitter suing Elon Musk to this letter reigniting something and then getting rejected. I just have no fucking clue what the fuck is going on in either of these retards. The Twitter board or Elon Musk, all worthless fucking thieves. So yeah, I think that's the only economics thing. But we had, my old worthless fucking friend Brennan Schlabach doesn't even make the DeSales staff list. LOL. Just for funsies, I wanted to see who at DeSales still works in the administration that was there, that again neglected my educational needs to profound abuse that is still allowed around children. It turns out it's all of them. The entire administration is the people I knew personally. We have Dan Garrick still rocking the principal. We have Jim Jones, not the rapper, still rocking assistant principal. We now have Tom Newber, my worthless fucking baseball coach, who wants to catch back up after again. He did not. I told you the story about him being like, yeah, when are you going to visit again? Never. When I sue you guys for, again, violating my rights as a fucking minor and it's distributing my property today. That's when I'm going to contact you again. I'm not fucking kidding. So we have Rob Dvorak, which was my English teacher. I told you stories about him passing out my papers saying this is really great writing, wanting me to give the valedictorian speech. And so it's the same fucking people. How the fuck are they still allowed around children? Why the fuck are they not in fucking prison? They neglected my educational rights as a fucking minor to the point where I couldn't fucking sleep consistently. So that's cool, but it was fucking hilarious. Brennan Schlabach sucks so much dick he doesn't even make the staff list. I don't know what he's a guidance counselor, or probably diddles little boys with Zach Ruppel. That's what Brennan Schlabach does. But again, I have reviewing the current faculty at St. Francis de Sales. I don't give a fuck. But there was a lot of my old teachers there, and just again, I've told you all the stories of being treated like fucking shit there. But Val Sherritt isn't looking too good. Oh shit. Yeah, but Rob Dvorak is currently open to work. I saw him on LinkedIn, open to work. Yeah, so if you want somebody, again, when I wrote my Understanding Terrorism publication, he said he was going to review it, never got back to me. He was the one at my cousin's graduation party that said, the man, the myth, the legend, how's the book going? Yep, no one supported anything I ever fucking does, and he's an English teacher. And they go to a Columbus City Schools, which distributes my property. Well, the Diocese of Columbus, it's a Catholic school, but they distribute my property. So you're part of a racket and conspiracy, and you won't click on a video on the internet. and you're open to work, please don't hire that motherfucker. Please do not support his family to any capacity whatsoever. So, getting pitched solar panels again. So I told you the story about Carlos pitching me some solar panels from a company called Urban. I got approached. This is an interesting. We'll call this. Is this a normal solar sales lady, or is this Fed sales lady? So the other day I get a ring at my doorbell. Come down, open the door. Good-looking lady. She's from I think she said Ghana, or like nationality struck me as an American, but national heritage, cultural origin. And she said Ghana, then Nigeria, just like West Africa. And so she starts trying to just talk about pitching me solar panels. Again, I literally know the whole solar pitch because again, when you talk to your brother who's 2 years older than you, but again also 14 years old until forever, they just talk about themselves, and now everyone just talks about their job, which is just boring as fuck. But so I know the whole solar panel thing. And so, but again, it's like, maybe start saving money in 25 years. I'm not thinking about the instant someone tells me about publication date, I'm not thinking about money ever again. So it's like, I don't care about buying solar panels. I would buy them, like 100% would buy them if I was in a financial situation where that would, thinking about saving in 25 years might be a thing. But so the first time she comes through, and just literally trying to sell me solar panels, 5-minute conversation, doesn't really go anywhere. Because I just don't need them. So I'm an educated consumer, informed consumer. So it's not much things you can say or do. It's like, if it makes sense, I'm going to buy it. If it doesn't, I don't. And if I need it, I've already researched it. And so, but then she comes back another time. This is when it gets interesting. She comes back another time. The solar panels is dead in the water conversation. I'm not going to buy anything. But she comes back again, and this is when it's just like in my this bells just start going off in my head. Like, what's going on here? Because she comes up again, she's like, the first time, what would be the reasonable reason she would come back? One, when you first open the door, she's like, are you the homeowner? Yes. So maybe she didn't believe I was the homeowner, but again, I don't look young, I'm 29, so it's not like I'm super young, so I don't think she would doubt that I wasn't the homeowner. Two, that she just is in a familiar neighborhood that she's unfamiliar with and simply didn't realize she went back to the same house she's already been to. So those are the two reasonable interactions. Because right when I open the door, she's like surprised to see me again, not like in a real way. And then and then the first thing she says to me is something to the effect of like, so I've been watching. I'm trying to get it word for word verbatim, but again I do these things with everybody, so it's like she says something to the effect of, so I've been watching Dahmer. What do you think about that? And again, this is before I did in my Dahmer review series, and I'd reference it on my my television review series. It gets one view for like 30 seconds, and so I don't think the person when I reference the next series show I'm gonna be watching in the last minute of the episode that legitimately nobody has watched ever publicly. I don't think she's referencing that. So she makes this comment, a question about the Dahmer series in a way where it's like she knows I'm watching Dahmer and she wants just to stir up conversation. Again, so that's when it starts, again, bells, whistles go off. Maybe this is just a Fed, solar panel lady. I mean, Blue Raven's a real company. It's not hard to get a lanyard or to actually be working with the company. I mean, there's two options of it just being a general person, again, forgetting that she'd already been to the house, or two, not thinking I was the actual homeowner. But then she starts just trying to have like general conversation with me. And again, so if it's somebody that knows, that's in the know, which at this point, I turn on CNBC and says, everybody knows Brian Sullivan. Or so, I forget who said that one, but we're living in an anomaly, Sully Sullivan. But then she starts having like general conversations with me. So then I was like, all right, I'll try to hit her with that Uno reverse card. She was a very pretty lady, so I was like, you're pretty, would you like to come inside? She's like, I'd like to, but, so that kind of sputters out. But then what else did she say to me? She made a comment to me, she said, and I quote, why am I even here? In like a playful, fun tone, as if like we both know that she's not just a solar sales lady these days. And so again, the first time through, absolutely no indication it was anything besides just a salesperson. Second time through, when she says, "What am I even doing here and talking about the Dahmer series?" It's just like whatever. And that's where I ask her where she's from. Again, sounded American, but just phonetically the African language is, obviously a distinct accent, but it's to me pretty phonetically similar to English, as opposed to like an Asian language. But I swear historically that thing's Asia. I swear it's Spanish to influence Asia. I swear that's a big interest for my research currently. But so once she asked me about, or once she made the comment, it was verbatim, what am I even doing here? Like, again, like, checking up on me, trying to have small talk with somebody if you want to blow my fucking head off. Or like, but I was like, I tried to hit her with the Uno reverse card, sell me solar panels, I'm gonna try to sell you me. So I tried, did not succeed, did not get a dinner or a date, which is very pretty. But then once she started like having like normal conversations with me, it was just like, and then she said to the comment, what am I even doing here? That's a great fucking question. If you know what's going on, my mailbox is right there. You can probably put 200,000 cash in it or a check with a bunch of fucking zeros on it. That's what people should be doing here, and that's it. So I don't want to deal with fucking society. Again, I don't care about the research I did 2 weeks ago, let alone 2 years ago, let alone 6 years ago. Whenever this shit gets public, this shit is in my past. I don't give a fuck. And I will never rejoin society in a way. Again, respect is a two-way street, and people are going to want me to respect them because of what I've done. And I don't give a fuck about anybody. I'm a scapegoat to the point of slavery. Some people don't know how to fucking behave. So I'm thinking, but then she also made another comment. She said, I see you're still drinking beer. It's like, yep, between like 1:30 and 3 and about 8 p.m. every day, I'm drinking beer, still dinner. I do like water with dinner, actually. But 100% like beers. Again, still drinking, average on 15 beers, half a Busch Light case. Still not allowed to enter society. Still at my house. Still don't give a fuck what another person thinks about a grown man's behavior. And again, everyone else is illiterate retards to me. So again, keep commenting on my baby behavior at my house. Thank you. Please enforce the law. Let me get the fuck out. But Antonio Brown gives unconsenting hotel guests meat peeps. He pulls out his wiener. So just chilling at the pool. Literally, he's got a pretty long wiener. Pretty long. Can't really tell the girth, the thickness with 2 C's. He's kind of chilling there, pulling up his wiener. Pretty long. Hey Susan, what's up? Antonio Brown's an absolute fucking freak show. And all the beta males, they just love to assert their alpha maleness by just pulling out their dicks and sexually assaulting and harassing people. Real manly stuff going on there. Yeah, weird shit. Again, I don't follow football. I've definitely heard the name with a bunch of weird shit recently. I think the last thing was like the taking his shirt off and running around ordeal. That was good. Just meat peeps. Here you go. Here's a nice long schlong. Take a nice look. Nobel Prize season is upon us again. I think we've had 4 out of the, I don't know how many there are. I saw literally after the first 2 years of when again it's a legal contract. After the first 2 years when it's clear like you guys are just going to steal all of my shit and circle jerk and give each other prizes, I stopped. I really don't give a fuck. Again, my research is so comprehensive. This drop down menu, drop down menu, drop down menu, drop down menu. Give a fuck about a prize for a thing I did 6 years ago. Couldn't care. How do I make money? That is way bigger of a step than this specific prize or this specific thing over there. So I think I don't follow it. I didn't even think about it until it started hitting all the social media. But what was where are the prizes for this year? So I'm gonna look through it. But what's the next one? We have new studies that show personalities change during the pandemic. Let's drop the during the pandemic. New studies show that personalities change. Yeah. Amongst young people, we're still doing puberty. That's still a thing, right? We're still not learning to mature until like 35, correct? Those personalities sure changed every other day of the week too. Every other season as well. Nobel Prizes 2022 results. 22 lists. So 2022, the Nobel Prize in Physics, Elaine Aspect, John F. Clauser, and Anton Zeilinger for experiments with entangled photons, establishing the violation of Bell inequalities and pioneering quantum information science. Vibrational information theory, quantum means small. You guys have never done science in your life. Science is an interesting word, like linguistically. Yeah, but the one was this is the Nobel Prize in Chemistry for 2022. Carol, you can't publish one thing about quantum mechanics or physics. It is what it is the structure of every sentence. You can't state scientific research without forming a sentence in that structure. Cite me, bitch. It's plagiarism, it's theft, it's really actually theft, and just because I do so much research doesn't make it not theft. But hey, More people involved in the crime, less people feel responsibility. Nice. Carolina Bertozzi, Morton Meldal, and Carrie Bay Sharpless. Oh, there's dimensionless analysis. His name is Sharpless. So look, how does any of this research predict that dude's last fucking name? My shit does. You make sounds that make them better. And I quote, for the development of click chemistry and bioorthogonal chemistry. So now we just take chemistry, just throw a bunch of adjectives in front of it, and it's a new thing. Bioorthogonal. So bio-life orthogonal perpendicular chemistry. So chemistry perpendicular to biology? Or just biology that involves, chemistry that involves biological organisms with orthogonality? What the fuck is that shit? And click chemistry, that would be called a bond? When two electrons share an energy state, it's called a bond. The Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine 2022, Svante Pablo, for his discoveries concerning the genomes of extinct hominids in human evolution. Not for discovering experimental methods for aliens, and then you guys confirm there's been at least 2, so you clearly have way more data than that? Not that. Ooh, no, again, that's the real world. We live in La La Land where again, we circle jerk our friends. Love it. Annie or no, for the courage and clinical acuity for which she uncovers the roots, estrangements, and collective restraints of personal memory. Literature, I've written much. And the Nobel Peace Prize, just some, I think it was Belarusians or something, just something for fighting for human rights. And again, nobody has fought for human rights more than fucking me. So I don't know I think that's all of them. Yeah, because it goes to 2021. I don't know if there's any more to be announced. I think that's all of them. I know economics is probably one more, but yeah, economics, physics, chemistry's emergent physics is mine every year. Like literally, it's a legal contract. It goes to the most profound discovery, and the most profound discovery in those subjects is whatever the fuck I did yesterday. So it just keeps stealing my shit, and I will never have a life to any capacity because of these dirty fucking thieves. So that's what the Nobels were given for. But the study showing that personalities changed during the pandemic, my God. Don't you see how we're just taking our narrative of COVID, bad thing, Republican shutdowns, bad thing, change behavior, bad thing. Uh-oh, look what changed our kids. No, kids change. People don't really change once they stagnate in adulthood, but they're going through fucking puberty and they don't grow up to like they're 30-fucking-5. So personalities changed without the pandemic. Of course, they changed during the pandemic. Round of applause for all that projected narrative becoming formalized science by retarded people with shared insecurities. Awesome. Dream reveals his face on YouTube. He has 30+ million subscribers and 111 fucking videos. This just makes me scratch my fucking head, and every video is Minecraft. No hate at all, good for Dream. How the fuck do you get that lucky? How do you become the channel that does that? 111 videos, 30 million subscribers, all of them Minecraft. All of them with tens of millions of views. Solve all of science for humanity and teach everybody's kids forever. 3 views. One of them being me to make sure it uploaded correctly. And then another view or 2 for maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I did get up to 45 subscribers though, so watch out, YouTube. Watch out. Mr. B says he's looking for new people to watch, but you're not the guy that's been again the victim of a global conspiracy, because why would we support another human being in decency and hard work? Why would they ever support that? But he revealed his face. So again, it's just like a internet personality that always had his face behind just like a bland mask, just like 2 dots in a mouth and a white mask. But he revealed his face. And it's just like, again, it was legitimate with no jealousy, just like looking at that 111 videos, 30+ million subscribers, all of it's Minecraft. It's just like, how do you be that guy? How do you get that lucky channel? And no disrespect, no jealousy. It's just like, how the fuck? I can't get lucky enough to stop getting harassed by cops with constitutional rights. How the fuck do you be that guy? I don't know. Candace Owens and Kanye West wear White Lives Matter shirt, and we have more literacy shitstorm. People just illiterate monkeys from both sides of the aisle just wiping shit all over their face, right out of the butthole, into the spoon, all over their face, eating it up. But yeah, I don't know. I don't give a fuck what anyone wears. I have no opinion white lives matter, black lives matter, no fucking lives matter. And they really don't. What's that special? I'm not that special. I was born a little different. I can do math real fast. I work really hard. But I'm not special. Nobody's fucking special. So I don't care. Like, who cares what somebody wears? White lives, black lives, no lives fucking matter. Fuck out of this shit. But I found one of the most interesting crazy bitches on Tinder. I just have this crazy Tinder bitch, Ann Lesby. So she doesn't like to be blown up. Well, sorry, Ann, if you're this is I like this. I generally like this. This person makes me fucking just scratch my head. The title is her banner on Twitter is Black Lives Matter. We have Ann Lesby, PhD, she, her. So to some extent, she stole my property. Oh, head of gender studies at ACL University. Quotes, anti-racist fetus. I don't know what the quotes are. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Anti-racist fetus. What fetus is anti-racist? Are you carrying a fetus that is already certainly anti-racist right now? This is what I love. 1/8 black. 1/8 black, comma, semi-trans, comma, lesbian who dates men. So I'm just trying to, legitimately. I don't know, does he have a penis or a vagina? Again, there's trans people, I don't know what the fuck it is. What is this thing? And then, so it's semi-trans lesbian. So let's try to decode that. 1/8 black, I think that's fucking hilarious. That's the funniest part, is an 1/8 black. Sounds like Garrett Cargan. My old friend Garrett Cargan, who used to say stuff like, he had an uncle or a great grandfather named Leroy, so it was at least 1/16 black. And we would just be like, you're white as fucking snow, bro. Like, fuck, what? But semi-trans, so assuming male to female trans, lesbian who dates men. So if it's she's actually transitioned, but then that would just be homosexual male, who would be gay. And then in quotes, a national treasure. but her tweets actually fucking they just make me scratch my head. You know, I don't have an emotional response to that. I'm just like, I can't figure out what the fuck they're writing. But, well, it says, this is read through some of her tweets. Very well, the experiment is completed and I am disappointed in all of you. But I cannot say I am surprised at these results considering the blatant misogyny you all display on a daily basis. And it says, cis-chets cannot bear the thought of women of color who are not under their control. Again, she looks white as fuck. So this is the funniest shit. She claims being black. And let's be honest, I'm the realest nigga in the game. So let's just keep that shit 100. But it says, I am triggered by the amount of people falling in love with me, positively shaking in fear. Oh, I'm so selfish. I'm getting so much attention. Again, she's got like 70-some thousand subscribers on Twitter, so I'm sure that's what's getting her wiener hard or her pussy wet. And I just really, really don't know. Like, what's going on in the pants? But it says, I will be happy when this experiment has ended. I cannot bear much more of the male gaze. Oh, but she dates men now. That's writhing hypocrisy. It makes no fucking sense. Oh, for every 500 likes, I will make my profile picture more triggering to toxic, white, shit misogynist. So I don't know what the fuck that means. So then she just tweeted a picture of like making her look more manly, but I think she is a man. But I don't know what this is. And it says, but then she talks about, where's when she's talking about being too attractive or something. I do not date white adjacent bigots, move on. And a deleted tweet. Oh, as a woman of color and a highly educated educator, Ann Lesby, you are the dumbest fucking bitch ever, and you work at a school distributing my property, I'm personally fucking suing you. I assure you I am more than qualified to know what is best for my own students of color. No, you're just projecting your insecurity and sharing insecurities with other fucking people. And she's talking about reparations beginning in the classroom. In my classes, I require every white student to do a black student's homework for a week. Yeah, get this bitch the fuck out. She is not allowed to teach anything. Get her the fuck out. Get her the fuck out. Just white, black, don't make other people do students' homework. Jesus, no cheating. No cheating in my classroom. It is a well-documented fact that lighter-skinned blacks, that's what she's calling herself, face less oppression than the darker-toned. But there's an even deeper level of oppression faced by blacks whose skin color is so light we are mistaken for whites. She starts tweeting about stuff about being too attractive. Well, Matt Walsh is on Dr. Lesby. We may disagree quite a bit, but I appreciate your work. I don't. I hope both of them feed alligators. Both sides. Again, both sides. Matt Walsh is the retarded Republican, and Lesby is the crazy left. I noticed that Matt Walsh was trending. I am not surprised. I was once micro-sexually harassed by the man. So what's micro-sexually harassed? Like microaggression, sexually harassment tips? Ooh, I'm a chish chet or something. Which I literally never heard that one before. Oh, here we go. This is the type of sexual harassment women of above average attractiveness, WOAAA, like myself, are subjected to daily. So she thinks she's attractive. She's a writhing box of hypocrisy. She's allowed around kids. She teaches them to be racist. She teaches them to be cheaters. She teaches them to lie. She teaches them to steal. And she's not educated. So anybody like this bitch, get her the fuck out. Get her the fuck out and you're being personally sued by me. If I actually stop getting oppressed. If I actually am allowed to integrate into society and access court to any capacity at any point in time ever. But that chick was just like, whoa. It's just like, again, it's just like, as the most mature logician ever. I just sit there and try to like figure out, what is this? Like the tweets, like what is she writing? She's just projecting insecurity. And she's 75,000 subscribers on fucking Twitter. I do not respect her work or her life to any capacity. I don't respect Matt Walsh's work or life to any capacity. It's the behavior. It's the same behavior, just with a different vector of manifestation. But that chick got me laughing. I was just like, what is going on here? What is the selfishness project? Same shit we say every day. It's a great example. What's in my headphones? Fame on Fire. Welcome to the chaos. Found a new album that's every song slaps. It's an album that was released in July of 2022. Obviously, if you've watched some of my music videos, which nobody has publicly, I've covered several of their songs. Headspace. I think "Sick of It All." I think that was their song. But whoever the vocalist for them is in the breakdowns, I think that band's hitting all the right cylinders for me. In full-time metalcore, that is just wet dream after wet dream. But "Welcome to the Chaos" by Fame on Fire is definitely getting, it just hit the rotation, but it's definitely gonna get played through a bunch of times. So I heavily recommend that album. Gave another ring to the FBI. Again, my property gets stolen every day. And it's actual duress every day, it's actual theft every day. I can't start a family because of it, I'm trying to leave. So FBI operator number 9011 gets kicked out of society. What is your last name? What is your zip code? What federal crime has been committed? Article 1, Section 8, Subsection 7 of the United States Constitution has been violated and defrauded me out of millions of dollars. Click! Click! If you hang up on me when I'm reporting actual crime, you are being fucking sued until you cannot fucking sit down at a restaurant and fucking eat. Until you cannot walk down the street. Until your families cannot walk down the fucking street. Every single fucking person in the Cincinnati office and Columbus office that has had any employment during when I have been trying to report crime and access my property, I am coming for your family's careers. You're out. You're just fucking out. You are dirty animals, you do not know how to behave, you do not hang up on a fucking judge. You don't. But do we respect Brad? No. Will we allow him to socialize in any capacity whatsoever? No. When that illiterate key and her worthless fucking husband come up to be disrespectful to me when I'm just sitting there at HQ Flats, and then she said, you can do stuff with questions. Put me in a group of people and I can root any analogy. Anything you start talking about, I can show you where the fuck you learned it from. Anybody. 8 billion people on this planet, I will bring it. Bring it. Again, I might not know anime reference over here, but if I have enough analogies and enough knowledge in my fucking brain, I can root analogies of where you've learned personal experiences, anybody. So key, it's a lot easier to manipulate me, be disrespectful, and get up and leave when you don't like when your husband gets all weirded out that I'm not a literate fucking ape that just mimics shitty behavior of other fucking people. Put me in a group of people, and then the profundity of what I can do will be profoundly more demonstrable. But hey, I'm not allowed to function in society. Which made me think of another quote. We had Shark Tank on tonight with good old Mark Cuboids. And so another time, probably about 2017, 2018 time frame, when this stuff really started getting going, but certainly after a year or two of, again, the federal government's telling people you'll go to jail if you treat another human being with constitutional rights of decency. And he made a quote clearly thinking about me, maybe you should do something. These fucking animals will shoot me. They will just kill me. They came into my house jiggling fucking weapons because the FBI won't call the local township that I work at and say, hey, Brad's now in your town, don't fucking bother him. They won't call the alarm company when my alarm is buzzing off and they fucking watch me and kind of try to sell me solar panels before the police arrive, so I don't get harassed again. They won't do their fucking job. And so then this is my privileged ass old men and women tell me what to do. I do exactly what they tell me to do, and they say not like that, and then my life is fucked. So that's disgusting. Being an American is fucking disgusting. 34 plus people killed by an ex-policeman in Thailand. It was a preschool stabbing. Dude stabbies, dude stabbies, dude stabbies. So a former policeman went to pick up his kid. The kid wasn't there. He just, again, insecure person that never grew up, resorted to his primitive behaviors, starts forming violence, starts stabbing kids. Which again, I don't know where the fuck I honestly think probably shit. Thailand police probably just hired a bunch of people from Uvalde. I don't know how someone has a stabbing rampage more prolific than a gun rampage when police have guns. So he did have the assailant did have a gun, but killed it was like 22 to 24 students, like 12 adults. It was like 34 plus dead. Killed his own wife and kid, so that's a good person. But again, the killing, this stuff is never surprising to me, or it's never like the behavior, the motivation for the behavior is never surprising, it's never different. It's just an insecure, primitive behavior reverting back to violence. Selfishness. It's just that. Biden proposes pardons for 6,500 previous marijuana possession federal charges. 65 charges for possession of marijuana at the federal level. Shitty. I wrote that down bad. Poorly. But good, but again, that's a big step. Nope. Are doctors prescribing cannabis today? No, then that's not progress to me. It just doesn't. And again, more dead people, less people that I have to fucking teach for real. And again, at this point, if you do not know how to change your behavior, the net positive is the majority of people need to learn to behave. That's what needs to occur, and people fucking can't. And I get tortured because of it. I want someone to walk through that door and shoot me, and I'm not fucking kidding. I don't get to live my life because other people do not behave. I'm 29, fucking 29. Again, people wait for that moment for their life to change. I can't wait for that moment when people realize that you've actually broken the law for 22 fucking years, violated all of my rights, stolen all of my fucking property, and your only defense is, well, everybody else is doing it, so. And I don't give a fuck if you breathe again. It is what it is. We have legalize all drugs, all possession charges for any narcotic, expunge the records. Even drug dealers with weapons around, if they're not actively committing crimes and they have to defend themselves because you have statutes that make products that people want illegal, you're the fucking problem. So that is not progress, sure, but big step, no. Full legalization, full integration into society where it's past legalization. It's take this medicine because it works, and it does. Your stress cells demonstrate or proliferate cannabinoid accepting ligands. It's facts. But do we do science? No, we just pump our personal insecurities through whatever politics or group of people that we agree with. Biden visits Florida and says him and DeSantis are in lockstep. Lockstep, huh? Let's go watch Brad Boas's economics lectures again. Financial trading basics. This is moving in lockstep with that. That's exactly where that quote came from. There's proof the President of the United States stealing my property, citing me directly in casual conversation. 68, almost 69. And why can't you pay me? Why the fuck can't you pay me? I have a bar and restaurant open now. Have a federal group of people every single day go buy my shit so I can pay my fucking bills. Why not do that? I'm currently trying to renegotiate my alcohol contract. It was 3.5 years, came up. I don't want to do a contract at all, so I can get higher. Again, there was no dollar figure that I give a fuck about. I give a fuck about living off of literally poverty level income. Literally, $35,000 a year. And so, literally, I just want to get out of poverty. I just want to get out of fucking slavery, literally. But directly cited me, clear as fucking day, was thinking about my lecture that he stole. Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer and Chris Pratt voice as Mario gets made fun of. So, I watched the movie trailer. Oh, it looked good. I thought it looked good. Didn't really notice. I know the name Chris Pratt. I didn't notice the name or the voice being super bad Mario. So, I don't know. I don't know. It looked good. I'll watch it. This is when it gets fucking, well, one other thing before we get to the final talking point. Yeah, this is the last one. But the Herschel Walker drama. So Herschel Walker, I don't even know who the fuck it is. I think it was a football player. But again, another privileged ass, illiterate ass monkey, beta fuck that thinks he's an alpha male and I'm the fucking omega male that just gets shit on by all the retards. But I guess, again, he's heavily supporting pro-life positions after having an abortion himself. His son tweeted out something like, "Dad, you threatened to kill us. You had an abortion yourself. You left us," stuff like that. And someone else tweeted back, "Wait for after the election, please." And it's literally his fucking son. So Herschel Walker can kick rocks and go feed an alligator. Getting threatening to kill your fucking family. And what a great man you are. You're a coward. You're a loser. You're an animal. You're a fucking ape. And you just played football and tossed the football around, jerked your dick off like you're the big man on campus, and now you want to run and be a decent fucking person. Tick-tock, motherfucker. How many heartbeats you get? Once the last one of those is up, you're out. Everybody alive today aware of my work to any capacity whatsoever is hurting the mass majority of every human being that will ever live from here on out. And you guys just don't care because you just don't know how to. So, sweet, good job, Herschel Walker. You're a disgusting fucking illiterate ape. Lose. But the last one I want to cover was a Columbus Vice officer was sentenced to 18 months in prison for conspiracy to violate a person's civil rights. Conspiracy to violate a person's civil rights. The officer was named Stephen Rosser, 46 years old. And his plan was to plant cocaine on a man during an illegal search and seizure. So he conspired to violate another man's Fourth Amendment right against unreasonable searches and seizures without suspecting of a crime, without probable cause, without a warrant. And then that results in 18 months in fucking jail. Every single person, dirty ass animal, Gary Lewis Jr. is the chief of police in Bexley that I am personally connected with. Elaine Bryan, who's personally viewed my LinkedIn post publicly like 20 times when I first got telling her fuck when she first got initiated into the position. So, conspiracy to violate human rights. How about actually violating someone's human rights and human dignity, right? Constitutional rights, human rights. Human rights is more basic than the constitutional rights. And all of that has been violated instinctually by every person I've ever met. All those administrators from DeSales, they instinctually formed a group of people, neglected a minor's rights, and ruined my life entirely. Right? If you planted cocaine on somebody, maybe he goes to jail for 10 to 20 years. I've been actively neglected to the point of torture, profound and extensive torture since I went to college, and neglected to the point of genuine abuse and restriction of educational rights and violation of my educational needs my entire life. 22 straight fucking years. And so that gets you 18 months. I want every single fucking person, Gary Lewis Jr. in jail for fucking ever. Oh, there's all the people from years ago, Leroy Harris, Bill Kosiski, all of those stupid fucks that were in my fucking house, all of them must go to fucking prison for a decade, for 20 fucking years. Period. No exceptions, no conversations, no leniency. Here is the law, here is the maximum sentence. Fuck you, judge, give them the maximum fucking sentence for what the fuck they've done to society. I'm not a vengeful person. Of course I want to fuck your life up for what you've done to me, but the objective, real judicial ruling is you guys have slowed down science for the entire species for 22 fucking years, and your response is to keep doing it. We just keep hurting people because we can't change our fucking behavior. And so, Columbus, Ohio, every single fucking person in the city is fucking disgusting. Every single fucking law enforcement that I have any personal connection to, your career is done. Your family's career are fucking done. Nate Lewis, Jared Lewis, Gary Lewis Jr. I don't want you guys to be able to participate in fucking society because you're trashy, nasty fucking people. And you're part of a community that ruined my life and slowed down science for 22 fucking years. So again, in current times, I'm still being profoundly and extensively tortured. I have no access to any part of social rights, constitutional rights, human rights, social functions, basic human dignity, the ability to, again, represent myself when, again, I should be a barred lawyer and everything. I get disrespected anytime I interact with anybody. So, still rocking and rolling. I wish I was fucking dead. I so genuinely with 0% suicidality, with zero fucking suicidal like fantasies. I want to live my life. I want to go start a business and start a family. What do? And I've done everything you could do besides visual arts, maybe like architecture. I've done it. The skill is developed on work is on the internet. Portfolio on the fucking internet. Wait, be patient with new ideas. Okay, here's the law. Here's full sentences. Fuck everybody in the Columbus, Ohio communities that did this to me, and fuck every single person in law enforcement or academia or business or big business distributing my property and refusing to acknowledge it publicly, you're a part of the biggest conspiracy that has ever fucking happened, and you're killing people because of it. And you don't feel responsibility for anything. Let's go watch a Luke Combs concert. Let's go hang out. Let's go to another festival. Let's go to another concert, another festival, another award show. Let's go get another paycheck, sit at a computer and do some bullshit fucking job for some company, go bitch on the internet for a little bit, and just enjoy our fucking privileges. Most privileged society ever, and the most disgusting, nasty fucking behavior that's ever fucking lived. Die in fucking shame, you guys deserve it, and your legacy is fucking zero. So, that's it for today on Language Litigation Integration Part 150, Casual Conversation 68. And the next one will be the almighty, the all-knowing, the all-seeing, the all-aware, the transcendental, 69. So, see you on the next episode.